Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share with you my favorite cheek products of 2021. This is to wrap up the entire year and share with you guys all my absolute favorites and products I definitely recommend. So let's get into it. Let's kick it off with highlighter first. This year, two highlighters really stood out to me and made me want to use highlighter more. The first product is Hourglass Euphoric Strobe Light. This highlighter is just absolutely stunning and I really loved using it this year. It just has such a smooth and fine powder. When you put it on your face, it looks like it's just a veil. It doesn't really emphasize your pores, your textures, nothing. And I'm wearing it today. You can see that it builds up to quite a stunning highlighter. It's very smooth on the face and makes you look like you're photoshopped. Your skin looks so pretty. It's like when you wear this, someone says, wow, your skin looks really pretty. It's not like, oh wow, your highlighter is really pretty. So I really love this. It's like a glow from within look and really makes your face look wet. Next is a highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury is a new brand I tried out this year and I'm so glad I did because these powders are beautiful. But what really stood out to me in this palette was the highlighter. The face highlighter in number 5 is absolutely beautiful. It's this golden champagne color that is, again, something you can build up the coverage to. I did a full review with this palette, so check that out if you want. It's on my channel. But I just really like how this powder feels quite dry on your face, but once you apply it, it does not feel dry at all. It just kind of blends into your skin and makes everything flow together and just works really nicely. Next, I want to talk about some bronzers. This is actually a face palette and I just adore these bronzers within this palette. This is the Morphe Highlight and Contour Palette Illuminator in Lo-Fi 8L. I really like how there is a wide range of undertones in this palette for the bronzers, and you can also use it for contour or even for your eyes. What I really like is that it is very pigmented, but something you can blend out very easily. So for example, you might have put too much on your cheeks at first and then suddenly you feel like it's muddy. You can keep on getting a clean brush and blend, and it just dissolves into your skin. The second bronzer I want to talk about is a Too Cool for School Art Class by Rodine. This is actually meant to be a contour powder, but for me, the shades are leaning towards neutral warm, so I use it more for bronzer. And I like how there are 3 different shades in here, so you can mix and match. So when I'm in like the winter, I use the lightest 2 shades. In summer, I use all 3 shades together. It's just a very versatile product. I really like how this is very light in pigment because this is a K-beauty product. You can build this up slowly, so it starts off with a very light layer and then slowly you build it on top of your cheeks. So really like this. However, one thing to point out is it is very easy to hit a hard pan. So you can see there's a hard pan here, but you can just scrape it off and you can use it normally. So really love this product, especially if you're a beginner at contour or bronzer. Highly recommend. Next up, contour. Now, if you saw my trying on new K-beauty products, you would know how much I love this contour by Peripera. This is the Peripera V shading and I got this in 03 Hazel Grey. This is just a beautiful contour product. This is just something I can use to customize the shades. You can see there's 3 different shades again and you can use it for all different parts of your face, and I love the undertones. It's the perfect amount of grey and cool tones for me to create that shadow and realistic contour on my face. Really like this. The powder, again, it's very buttery, so very easy to blend out. You can just keep on blending it and it will dissolve into your skin, and it's not very pigmented to a point where you can't take it off. It's light pigmented and you can build it up, and no matter how many times you build up, it doesn't seem to get patchy or cakey. So I love this. Now we're going to move on to blush, my absolute favorite category. Firstly, I'm going to start off with the liquid blushes. I really love these blushes. The dewy and matte finish for these liquid blushes are all absolute winners. These blushes are just really pretty and versatile because you can wear this not only on a full face of makeup where you have a base like concealer and foundation on, like today I'm wearing it here on my cheeks, but you can also wear this on bare skin. I've tried this on days where I'm wearing nothing but sunscreen or just moisturizer at home, and it looks perfect on your skin. It kind of just looks like a natural flush. It doesn't look like it's an artificial makeup product. There is a learning curve. They are relatively more pigmented than you would expect because they do look quite pastel and light in the bottle, so you need to dot it onto your face and not wait for it to dry, otherwise the patches will leave a stain. So as soon as you put on your cheeks, get a sponge or brush and dab it out, and then it will turn into this beautiful natural blush. It is just so pretty, really easy to layer on top of your makeup, existing makeup, and it's really easy for powders to layer on it as well without losing the pigments. I find that when I use these products, however, the longevity of my blushes actually become longer, so they stay on my face perfectly and they don't leave an actual stain on your skin. It's just that if you wait for it to dry down first, it kind of has like this dot on top of your like foundation, etc. I just really like the finish. They wear so long even during really hot weather in summer, and beautiful shades. Cannot recommend them enough. I don't really have a preference towards dewy or matte finish because I like to have my cheeks super dewy anyway, so either way the finish looks the same for me, but I think these are definitely worth the hype and you guys need to check it out. Next, I want to talk about a product that is a cream and powder hybrid. This is the Uphu Juicy Pung Jelly Blusher. This is such a pretty product and I'm so glad to have tried it. You can see I've made a huge dent in it and I've been using it non-stop ever since I've gotten it. It kind of has this putty formula where if you press into it, it leaves a mark like you can see right now, and it doesn't have the most pigmented finish, which is something I look for. I mentioned this in a video earlier. A technique I really like using nowadays for my blush is using a light color blush all over the cheek area and then using a darker color blush on the outer corners or whenever I want to contour, etc. I think that is a really pretty technique, and I usually use this as a first layer. Because this is a cream and powder hybrid, that means it's so easy to blend onto the skin. It just looks the most natural, yet you can build it up to a beautiful pigmented blush. It melts into your skin and it layers really nicely, so you can powder your face and put this on, or you don't have to powder and powder later. It's just a really flexible product and it's very easy to blend out, so it's hard to be patchy with this, and I just think you can't go wrong with this. Now it's the category of powder blushes. Powder blushes are the most popular forms of blushes nowadays, and it's definitely my personal favorite because I feel that it's much easier to blend in, especially after I set my face, etc. It's just also really convenient for on the go and touch-ups. Start off with, I have to mention again the Colourpop Pressed Powder Blush in Desert Rose. This is just such a stunning blush. You can see the rosy hues are just perfect for every day, and I like how there is a slight shimmer in this blush as well because then it emphasizes on some glow on your face. And this blush, I find that Colourpop blushes in general are just very smooth and easy to blend, so you can again have it very subtle, or you can have it as something very pigmented, so very versatile, and in general these are just really pretty. Next are the 3CE face blushes. I just adore this blush formula. It is just the most softly, finely milled powder there is, and it just blends onto the skin like a dream. It is just really easy to use on the go, and the colors are so fun for every day. These are the two shades that I have. This is Rose Beige, a really common and popular shade, and this is Soft Salmon, a coral orange that I like to use during the springtime. Now these powders, I've been using them for like a year or so now, and I swear they just do not pan. It looks like they're brand new, but I actually use it so often. This blush formula is just so pretty on the skin, and you can layer it on so many times and blend it away and buff it away, so you will never have the problem of being patchy. Just beautiful shades, and I can't talk about these enough. Everyone needs to try 3CE powders. Last but not least, I want to talk about the Romand Better Than Cheek powder blushes. These blushes are definitely one of the best blushes I've ever used. There's just something about this blush. It is just so smooth and soft. It almost feels like a cream when you swatch it on your hands. You can see how the pigment is very soft. Again, I chose a very light color with the intention of using this as like an all over blush shade, and it's just a very soft and beautiful formula. The thing about this is whenever I put this on, I genuinely feel like it almost airbrushes my skin. It makes the pores on my skin disappear and has the illusion that my skin texture is very flawless and the base is just perfect. It never emphasized any textures on my skin and always just got lost over it, if not covering it and making it seem blurred. I don't know what technology they use, but this blush is just absolutely incredible. The shade selections are beautiful. There's a lot of different undertones as well. So affordable as well. I think this is only like $5. It's just incredible, and I'm in love with it. Alright guys, that's it for my favorite cheek products of 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found some products that you can try out in the new year. I absolutely adore my cheek products, especially blush, and I can't wait to try out more makeup in the new year. Of course, under budget because I need to start my no and low buy for next year, but that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what are some of your holy grail cheek products of 2021, and that's it for today. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot, and I can't wait to continue the series and share with you guys more of my favorite products from 2021. That's it for today, and I'll see you next time.